Guys, welcome back to On the Middle Shelf. My name's Amanda, and today we are going to be taking care of this mess back here. Okay, so I put these bookshelves in about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, something along those lines. And they have served me very, very well. They are the Billy bookshelves from IKEA with an extension on the top. I have 4 of them. They've been wonderful, but as you can tell, they are very overcrowded. I have double stacked on the bottom. I have book piles everywhere. I have books all over the floor. I need to rearrange quite a bit, so I thought I would bring you along with me and see what kind of work we can get done today. So right now, I'm going to flip you around and kind of show you what we have going on currently and what kind of my vision is for where things will be at the end of this, and then we'll get to work. So let me turn you around. Okay, so this is the current setup. That's the top, and then I have this chair right here in front of things, and you can tell down here is just a huge mess. And then I have a little table here where I do puzzles. My daughter's currently doing diamond art right there. So the way things are set up is up at the very top are my classics. I have a few different mementos, things like that, but I have my classics up here. And I really like having those up there. I don't read a ton of classics, but I like having them. And so I have those up there. And then I have some really old, like keepsake books are in the left-hand corner over here. I have my husband's uncle's like 1940s editions, Hardy Boys books, and a couple of others. I don't remember exactly what's up there. And then coming over here on the top 2 shelves right here, I have series, mostly YA series. One shelf is all Harry Potter. And then on the other shelf, I have the Skyward series by Brandon Sanderson, the Lunar Chronicles, Aragon, the Lee Bardugo series, the first 2, and then Illuminae series and Hunger Games. And then below that, down here on these 2 shelves, I have nonfiction. Down here is Christmas books. And then under the desk, I have a shelf that's just like all notebooks and planners, and then a shelf that is like my husband's books. It's a lot of Dan Brown, Game of Thrones, stuff that I'm never going to read, but that we hang on to. And then moving over to the next shelf, up at the top 2 shelves are mostly read books. Not all of them are. That top shelf kind of became a hodgepodge of things, but that's generally what's up there. And then as we go down here, it's just fiction, adult fiction, all the way down, and there's really no rhyme or reason to any of the organization. I do try to keep authors together, but outside of that, I don't have anything really happening there. And then over here on this shelf, the top 2 shelves are YA, and actually that's not even true. Really just the top shelf and part of the second shelf is YA, and then the rest of that shelf and the next shelf down are adult books. And then I have a shelf of middle grade, and then a shelf of adult, and then 2 shelves of middle grade. And down here at the bottom is where things are double stacked down here. So obviously this needs a huge reorg. And then coming over to this last shelf, I have up at the very top, I have a lot of like older middle grade books. My old vintage set of Anne of Green Gables. I have my vintage set of the Chronicles of Narnia, and then some older Hardy Boys books. I also have my Roald Dahl collection, some Ramona books, things like that are up there. And then the next shelf down is right here is all like Newbery or Newbery Honor books. And then everything else from there and even behind the chair is all middle grade. And once again, no real rhyme or reason to how the middle grade is organized. It's just I try to keep author together, but and series together, but outside of that, there's really no rhyme or reason to it. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on right now. Ideally, I would like to have all of my middle grade fit on one shelf. I would like to have 2 full like shelves for YA, because I have been collecting a few YA, and then I would like to reorganize all of my adult into genre, maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. I don't necessarily want to do alphabetical by author because I know I won't keep up with that in the long run, but it needs to have some sort of organization to it. I also have a few different book carts that will probably get thrown into the mix here. I have stuff that I need to unhaul, so I'm going to definitely be purging a ton of books as I do this. So yeah, let's just get started and see where the adventure takes us. Okay, so I got shelf 1 done. I'm happy with what's on it. I like the way that it's organized for the most part. You know, there's always going to be little edits. Let me flip you around and I'll show you what I got going on. Okay, so up top we still have Harry Potter. I have my first editions, I have the illustrated copies, and then the Mina Lima. Over on the left-hand side, the third Mina Lima comes out this year, so I'll get that to add to it. And I don't know if Order of the Phoenix is out yet for the illustrated or not. I need to check into that. And then I left this shelf alone. I just need to go get my dust jacket for Illuminate out of my daughter's bedroom. And I might move those under Hunger Games because they're bigger than Hunger Games, but I can do that later. That's no big deal. Here is nonfiction. Here is nonfiction, and then this is poetry. And then the bottom one is actually my grandfather's dictionary from college. So I just kind of keep that there. But poetry, the rest of nonfiction, I got rid of, as you can see, a handful of nonfiction books. And then down here is all Christmas stuff. So that's all Christmas. I actually didn't even go through that because I don't mind having those there. So next we're moving on to this shelf, which is probably going to be, these two middle shelves are going to be the ones that are going to need the most attention. So let's go. out of breath. We're making progress. It is slow progress though. Right now I'm just trying to like sort my books into what I want to get rid of and then kind of by genre. So this is what we have so far. This is all stuff that still needs to be gone through. This is all middle grade right now. All of this needs to get gone through. Most of this is stuff that I need to unhaul. This is stuff that needs to get gone through. And then everything on the shelf here is stuff that I want to keep. I still have most of my red stuff up here, but it's not really by genre at all. It's just stuff that I know I've read. And then everything else is down here. So I think I'm going to aim for sci-fi here. And then like mystery thriller maybe. And then contemporary down here. Because right now I have, this whole shelf is historical fiction, this whole shelf is historical fiction, and all the stuff that's on it is historical fiction, as well as all of this over here. So I have a feeling I'm going to need a lot more of this space for historical fiction. And I still need to unhaul a bunch more. So far, I don't make you guys too dizzy, this is my unhaul pile, along with stuff that I had previously gone through that I need to unhaul, but this is everything as of today that I've gone through that I want to get rid of. And I'll kind of show you guys that in a different video. But that, I think, is where I'm at so far. So I'm going to sit down and take a short break and then get back at it. Okay, friends, it is the next day. I got through 3 of the 4 shelves yesterday, but I did not finish. So today we are going to be focusing on the middle grade shelf. I got everything else done except middle grade, so let's dig in. I have a feeling we're going to be unhauling a lot. I have not been reading as much middle grade as I normally have in the past, and I have collected a huge collection of middle grade. And so my kids are kind of aging out of it. Some of the kids are aging out of it. So I'm really trying to only keep stuff that either I'm really interested in reading or I really truly think that my kids are going to be interested in. And so let's see how much we can wheedle this down. I do need to move this chair so that I can get behind it. But let's get to work. All right, so this is where we ended. I didn't touch the top shelf at all because the top two shelves, I was pretty happy with what was going on with them. But I got all of this reorganized, series together, authors together, nothing's double stacked, and then also the bottom shelf of this. This second to the bottom shelf right here is graphic novels, and then a few middle grade, like right there. There's a few middle grade, but bottom shelf there. There's some children's books down here, right here. But the rest of It looks good. I am so happy with the way that it all, like, I need, these are some classics I still need to put away. And like over here, I still have some stuff that popped up that needs to get put away. But the middle grade shelf is done. Okay, I am done. Everything is finished. Let's see if we can get it all in there. So up top here, Harry Potter, YA series, 2 shelves of nonfiction, a shelf of Christmas. The very top, which is not in frame here, is classics. Then these top 2 shelves are read adult books. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves of historical fiction. Bottom shelf down here is mystery thriller. And then moving over here, we have 2 shelves of YA, and then a little bit of sci-fi. On the end, I have my Michael Crichton all together, and then a shelf of sci-fi / fantasy. I have like 1 or 2 fantasy books. And then a shelf and a half of contemporary, a little bit of middle grade, that vertical stack right there. Under that, which is not in frame, is a shelf of graphic novels, and then a shelf of middle grade, and then the entire shelf over here from top to bottom is middle grade. So nothing is double stacked anymore. I've gotten rid of well over 100 books, and so things are looking really good. I'm really happy with where everything is at, and this was very successful. So let me know if you want any more in-depth about the bookshelves or anything like that, and I will be sharing the entire unhaul here probably in the next week or so. It is a lot, so there's that. And then everything that I'm unhauling will be on my Pango shop, so be looking forward to that. So that's going to do it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know it's been a while. I've been a little MIA, so I really appreciate you coming back and watching. And so, yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya!